Yeah, this way. Yeah. Oh yeah, if I run... Why are you so useless? Bruh. Oh, the body vanished. Okay. Oh, I can't even go here. What the hell? Why not? Where is one supposed to go then? Alright. Well, shit. Stream crashed for a second, huh? At least on Twitch. Oh, there is the tramway. False. I don't know why it keeps doing this. We'll need to look into this later. Crashed like 5 times today. But YouTube keeps reconnecting. Twitch for some reason can't do it. I don't know why.
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu relay?
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The Commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the Commander resign when I wasn't looking?
Ashley, calm your tits.
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
Yeah. Don't let it happen again, bitch.
This is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew, dismissed.
Novaria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Yes.
Patch him through, Joe.
How would I ever hit
Setting
no?
up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Novaria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
Not my problem.
This Queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
Yeah, admittedly it was... Wait, okay, thank you. Admittedly it was a bit... rich for us to just make that decision without talking to the Council. But again, they trust the Spectres, so I assume it was all good and fine and well. Right? I guess I also need to look into why the chat is so delayed. That's pissing me off. That's a YouTube problem, though. Which I don't know why it's happening. But it's fine. We'll figure it out next time. So, which will be tomorrow. Anyone got something to say? What? Oh. Okay. Let's talk to our crew. Got something, buddy?
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
They deserve to know what we're up against.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
Damn.
Anything I can do?
No, Commander, it'll settle down. It's rough sometimes, but they spike higher than a lot of L3s. Except for you, of course. Besides, I fared a lot better than some after Kinetics was through.
I haven't heard anything about Kinetics in a while.
Yeah, they quietly disappeared. Broke up into a bunch of little corps after they botched the training on Jump Zero. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Yeah.
I'm sure Kinetics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
Did he ever face charges for that?
He got his, yeah. But like everything else at Jump Zero, it was under the table. The less said, the better. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
Yeah, but I don't know. That looks all a bit fishy. What happened to you, man? Personally, except for one of the 9 playthroughs of the trilogy, I always save the Queen. You played through the game 9 times already? Damn! What a legend!
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Commander? I mean, I assume you mean all 3 games? Not just this one? Oh, trilogy. Yeah, you said it there. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like the right thing to do. Save the Queen there. To be honest.
Oh, before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute. Later, sis.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
Afraid I did.
Oh, shoot me now. One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest. Surprised to see you here, sir. Thought you'd be chatting up, what's her name? Tassoni?
Liara. Why would you think that?
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit of a thing for her. I could understand why. The crew's off limits with the regs against fraternization. And at least she looks like a woman.
Yeah, okay, lady. Calm down a little.
You think I'm interested in Liara because she's the only one I'm allowed to date?
So you are interested in her. Of course, it could be politics. Alien diplomat's daughter, us under orders to make nice with the bug-eyed monsters. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on Family Mail.
What the hell, man? Okay. She's just dropping that in her commander's face just like that. Crazy.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close.
Wait, why are we
My
switching
sisters
subjects here?
especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Okay. I assume there's 1 or 2 ladies we can get in the pants of it in this game, right? I assume. Yeah, favorite franchise of all time. I have close to 1,000 hours in trilogy. Damn, I play it 2 to 3 times a year. That's crazy. Crazy good, I mean. And mod the hell out of it. You see, I'm also usually like mods. What kind of mods do you install? What do they actually do? 2 to 3 times a year, that's crazy though. I don't think I ever did this with any game. Because I'm kind of the guy, I'd like to play through a game and then I move on to the next. I kind of like to experience as many as possible. But, well knowing I will always be behind. There's so many games. But yeah, why don't we just glean over the fact that she was somewhat jealous that we are trying to rizz up, as the kids say, that old lady, which we're actually not. I was not doing any of that. Initially, I was actually trying to get in Ashley's pants, to be honest, in this playthrough, but she's too masculine for my liking. if I'm being honest. We might have to go with the Asari lady. Anyway, tell me about it.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made chief. First thing he did was salute.
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year.
Oh.
This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen Hellwire away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
Isn't Amaterasu a dog? In the Marvel Universe?
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Oh, I actually clicked the wrong thingy.
Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
You see, Bill Burr had a thingy about this recently, right? No means no. No, it doesn't. No means no, right? Not, no, you're being so bad. Stop it. That's not a no, right? you gotta see the difference. For the legendary edition of 1, most important are LE1 community patch. Restores dynamic lighting system from the OG version and makes the game look fantastic. Oh, I should install that. Dimension of quality of life mods. Okay. ME1 LLO. Okay. Yeah, if it looks better, for sure. What does a community patch even do? I gotta look into this, actually. Other two games have way more extensive mod lists. Okay. Yeah, I saw that the base game had a lot, like the MA1 base game had a lot of mods.
Did anything happen while you were home?
My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her.
What the hell?
I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Yeah, that was pointless, yeah. I agree. That was a shit story, man. I don't care. I'm sorry. Well, first of all, we only know the story of her side here, right? That he was being pushy doesn't mean anything, right? So let's talk about this for a second here, right? She said he was pushy with her and basically tried to sex her up, right? As he said, in the woods, which is weird. Why would you do this in the forest? But whatever. But that's what he tried to do. And then we have her saying that he was basically... She didn't say sexual assault, but it sounded like it, because otherwise why would she punch him and run away? But she basically ruined that guy's reputation, and we don't even know his story. And that happens a lot these days as well, gentlemen. It's dangerous. It's dangerous out there. But yeah. And I like the I don't like this kind of I do things whenever I think I'm ready kind of attitude that she's giving us here. Like, fuck off. Ah. Way too bossy. Way too bossy. Of course, everyone does things when they're ready, not before, not after. But this kind of I do things as I say, and you do things as I say. Well, fuck off then. I'm doing it with someone else. So, Ashley's out. Ashley's out. After this story, she's out. Community patch fixes most of, if not all, bugs and cutscene problems. UI, texture, etc. It's massive patch 2 gig. Nice. Massive in terms of number of fixes and updates to the base game. Maybe I should have had this initially, right? Well, I'm gonna download it later today and see if it runs properly. Where was your father? That's a good question.
Where was your father during this? Wasn't your family stationed near him?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Bored now.
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though. So behave.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Are you a fanatic? Probably, but it's difficult to avoid spoilers, so be careful. Oh damn, don't read the patch notes at all. Shit. Okay. Not really into Ashley. Too self-centered and unprofessional in almost every cutscenes. Yeah, that's what I've noticed as well. She's way too bossy. She has some feminist trope to me, honestly. Also, not feminine enough in my eyes. And I like very feminine women. She's way too masculine in her demeanor. Like, femininity is not even the visuals, even though it plays a role. It's about your demeanor, how you give yourself. Masculinity is the same, right? And so she's completely lacking on that part. And now she's pulling out the bossy bullshit and fuck off. So yeah, the whole God topic is interesting. Because it depends on what God you believe in, right? I assume they talk about the Christian God. I would assume. I do too. But my understanding of Jesus and God is probably different than from most people's. Ashley had the bones of a great character with many layers, but due to the times, the depth of systems at the time, dev time, etc., she came out a bit flat. What's with the stream today? It keeps crashing. I don't know what's going on. I hope you guys are still here. Seems like it. I don't know what's going on. Gotta figure that out. But my OBS says nothing's wrong. It just keeps on crashing. And we could try this. Give it a nice 500 kilobits of buffer. Maybe that helps. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna be honest here. I do too. Yeah.
You know that old saw, there's never an atheist in a foxhole? I've been in a lot of foxholes.
Yeah, I guess you have. I've met a few people who were really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Yeah, there was this guy who had this quote, which is true for most scientists. When you start on the scientific journey, you start up as an atheist, but the longer you are on this journey, the more you become one with God. Very interesting. And I guess it makes sense. The more you study the nature of space, the more you are in awe.
They were dangerous.
Or like the universe.
They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. You know, you really should talk to Tisoni about her mom. She has to be hurting. Just saying, Skipper.
Yeah.
We'll talk later.
I decided that I don't like Ashley.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
And I don't think it's a problem that there was not enough death time or anything. It's just who she is as a person. I don't like it. Caden's backstory is much more interesting. Yeah, it is. It was a lot of fun talking to him.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough, but you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at
Damn,
all, he says.
okay.
He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military
Okay,
recruits.
I see.
I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Well, I mean, we talked about this extensively as well. It is obviously questionable. I don't want to talk about it again, but it's the old trope, right? Who watches the watchers? And it's a fair criticism to anyone living outside or like above the law, even if they are trying to be the good guys. Why not within the law, right? Then again, maybe it's necessary to even be mobile and do things properly. I don't know. But I always have a problem with fathers or parents, like in this case, that are so rigid in their beliefs that they don't give their children what they want. Because I'm a father myself, right? I have a son. And if he wants to do something that let's phrase it this way, that I don't agree with, but it doesn't hurt him, I will not stop him just because my beliefs are different. If that is what makes him happy, why would I enforce my own beliefs on that? Unless, of course, it is something that like is illegal or stupid, like for example, any sort of criminal stuff. Or if you have a daughter, of course, you want to keep her away from the red light, as it is said, or from OnlyFans. That will be the things where I say, no, that's bullshit. You don't do that. But like, if he wants to be a CSEC or with Commander Shepard on here, if that's what makes him happy, why would I judge that? Of course, you can give input on your thoughts if they ask, right? But like being mad at it, at your own son because of this,
I suppose I can understand his concern.
that's weird.
You can, but Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
Yeah, I think that's important. This is a common misunderstanding most people actually do. Just because you gain power, it doesn't mean you have to abuse that power. Right? And I think the best kings are the ones that don't want to be king. I said this many times before. Because then you don't actually want the power because you know what comes with the power. And that is a lot of responsibility, as we learned in Spider-Man, right? This is why many don't want to be that. And the ones that desperately want to have power are usually the ones that shouldn't have it, because they will abuse it. In most cases, anyway. So, yeah. Just because we technically have the ability, that's what he meant. We have the ability to break the laws, to go after Saren, but we still try to not do it. Because if we were to just do it because it makes things easier, then we are no way better than Saren himself. Right?
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core.
Yeah, true.
I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought I was important.
I'll decide what's important. Now tell me how you know Saren.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even
Good choice.
Paid.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Alright, cool. Goodbye. Cool then, I guess. Best leaders take leadership roles as a duty to be exceptional, not as a right to act with carte blanche. Well said, my friend. Well said.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me. Especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place.
Well, that's understandable.
The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds.
I see.
Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Yeah, people learn to love the chains. That's always been the case.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
That too.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
Good point.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
Good point.
I should go.
See you later.
Alligator. So, then there is Liara. She was upstairs, right? I believe. I do believe. It's not even 4 p.m. It's already getting dark. Crazy. Crazy stuff. The chakwas.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Still.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
Yeah, we never talked about this actually, that I was wrong. Like, kinda right. I said that she is playing her own game, she isn't actually with Saren. But I didn't think that she would has her mind corrupted by a huge ship to be part of his. But then doesn't all of Saren's power sort of fall flat without the ship? I guess he's still a strong Spectre, but that whole mind control and controlling people thing, all is gone then, isn't it? Still, her mother apparently wasn't that bad, but it must have been a bunch of years where she was corrupted. Many years, actually, where she was corrupted before, and when she left, well, because she said she haven't seen her in years, right? That's crazy.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Damn, okay.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you.
True.
And making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
But we don't have the luxury of time. An Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action.
Good point.
You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
Wait, am I... are the humans the only shorter species here? That cannot be, right? We can't comment on that. Spoilers and such. You'll find out. I see. Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, this is what people also said before, right? Death is what gives life meaning, right? Knowing that your days are numbered, that actually puts you in an advantage that you get your shit done. There was this great movie, I told Tanakis about this as well. Daybreakers. It's the movie, right? It's with Ethan Hawke. Great movie, by the way. You should check it out. Well, this is in a society where all humans have become vampires. So they are immortal and they live forever. But they're still basically living the life they did before. Commute to work, drink coffee just with blood in it. It's very funny, actually. And they have to only go out at night now. Can't go out in the day. And then many of them start to wonder what is actually the point. And that's a good question. If you are immortal on Earth as a human being, what is the point of existence? What will you ever do? Because at some point you've done everything. Right? And so that your days are numbered actually give you an incentive to make as much as possible out of the life you have. Even though many still don't do that. And I don't mean that everyone has to become, I don't know, president or Mother Teresa or whatnot. None of this, right? There's no sort of perfect way what you should be doing. But whatever you want to do with your life, you should make sure that you get there and do it because nobody else will.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you.
Oh, thank you.
The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what happened on Akuz. The fact that you survived shows a remarkable strength.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say
well, I can
something
understand
stupid
that.
again. I wanted to know more about you. To understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Are you sure you're interested in me? Or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief Williams.
See, did you notice something here? That's a big difference in the words she used and how she acted compared to Williams. Because Williams is very straightforward and attacking and direct, which are all masculine traits. She's much more reserved and indirect and submissive, if you want, which are feminine traits. And this is why I'm much more drawn to her, even though she's an alien, but it doesn't really matter in this scenario here. But that, I think, is very well displayed in here, in this game. But much like all women, she's jealous. The issue, I think, is only when everybody is immortal. If only a few are, the fact that everybody else dies and you are constantly exposed to newness is quite interesting a world to live in. Conceptually, of course. Have you played Expedition 33? Because there is a great point in that. I'm not gonna spoil it, just one guy is said basically he survived. He was somewhat immortal and he basically survived everyone. And he said it's actually the worst thing you can experience because then you will never make friends with anyone. Yeah, you know it then. Then you know it's Verso, right? And you will never make friends with anyone because you know they will just die anyway. And you don't want to go through the funerals like every year or whatnot. So you start to sort of pull back into your own self, right? Or into your own self, if you will. And that is painful, very painful. I don't actually want anything from Chief Williams, not at all. I'm not interested. I wonder if you can also rizz up our Liara over here. I give our versus stances. It depends on the sort of person. On the flip side, Renier loved it. Yeah, it's true. But I would probably be more with Verso on that. Maybe you get also used to it. Maybe you see people then as just a temporary thing in your life and you sort of just enjoy the time with them. And then you just move on. Maybe, I don't know.
Williams and I are just friends, nothing more.
My mistake then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a
okay, she's actually more direct than I thought she would be.
I'm wrong about that too.
Well, I like her, so we go with this.
No, you were right. There is something between us.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time, We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
It does make a lot of sense, actually, because it's the souls that are connecting and not the bodies. What would that be? With one thing in common. What is the answer to this?
These things never make sense. They just happen, and we get swept up in the storm.
You make it sound so chaotic, so dangerous.
That's why it's fun.
I'll keep you safe.
I am not looking for a protector. This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. I need some time.
It's fine, lady. Take your time.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
Thank you, Shepard. Let's...
Well, we're pushing too hard a little bit there. I'm torn personally, but yeah, I think one could eventually get used to the process of grieving, as harsh as it sounds. Yeah, I think maybe that too, maybe that you could get to the process of grieving, but I'm more thinking of the lines of that you don't even get that deep into connections with these people, because you know they will be gone eventually anyway, so you sort of just see it as like what we do with animals, for example. That's maybe a tough, like with your dogs. Let's say you have, because they die faster than humans, right? So you have, for example, 5 dogs in your lifetime. You all love them, but you also knew from the very beginning that you will outlive all of them, and you will eventually have to bury them, right? But you still got dogs after that, right? And I think the same you could do if you were immortal with then humans or whatnot, just not seeming as dogs, but like in the sense of you love them for what they are, but you know from the very beginning they will die before you, and then that's just what it is. Maybe. I don't know. Great parallel. Yeah, I hope so. I think that makes sense. Then again, we're not immortal, so maybe you are. I'm not. We talked about all this, sorry.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
I like you can actually romance her up. That's pretty cool. Can we have some alien sex in this game? Although she did say that the physical is not necessary, but it can be. As a human male, I would say it's absolutely necessary. Of course. But I don't even know how that would work with her body, if this even works at all. I don't know. So what's our plan here? And Virmire. Find the clues. Okay, so yeah, we did most of this. Now I gotta go here. Alright, gotcha. Virmire. Virmire. Whatever the name is. I don't know. Alright, yeah, we've been here. Noveria. What's this? Strenuz. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, we're still on this icy planet. I completely forgot about that. Juntorl. Something or other. Surrounded by a thick atmosphere of complex hydrocarbons, Junthor has not been fully mapped. The surface is hot and completely covered by a global ocean of liquid hydrocarbons. Huh. It's not that hot, is it? I mean, hot, but not that crazy. The scanner uncovered an ancient deep space probe slowly orbiting Junthor. Tali brought it on board, dismantled it, and found a League of One medallion hidden in its payload. Alright. Xavine. Cold hazard. That's pretty cold, yeah. Constant ice storms wrecking the surface. So back in the day when the OG game came out, there was outrage on Fox News and they called the segment talking about it Sexbox. Does that answer your question? It does! Nice! We'll see how graphical that actually is. Okay. Trelin. Lifeless rock with a trace emission. Okay, it's just dead. That planet. Test style gone. Okay, there's nothing here, alright? Goodbye then. It's just a dead solar system. Horsehead Nebula. There's so many. Wait, haven't I been to Ferris? Yeah, I have, so we gotta get to Virmire. Walking Ether. We've also been here before, right? Yeah. Sentry Omega. Hawk. 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 Jar 4. Chlorophyll. Relatively small hydrogen helium gas giant with a haze of methane in the upper. Alright. Sure. Resquilla. So small it can retain even a trace atmosphere. Damn. Oh, that's actually very small. Yeah, 2,000 kilometers. Surface is frozen and composed of magnesium silicates of carbonaceous deposits. The recent past, the pirate band from the Terminus systems carved a message into the surface using ship-based laser weapons. In 100-meter wide Batarian syllabic, the message proclaims the military prowess and virility of one Captain Sage, while a postscript alludes to the questionable parentage of all humans. Huh. What are you trying to say here, huh? What are you on about? Hot Jupiter. That is pretty big, indeed. Actually rather low mass. The incredible heat of the star Hawk has caused its atmosphere to expand. In fact, Jupiter is so low mass it is tightly locked to Hawk. Temperature difference between the sunboard hot pole and the dark side cold pole creates constant hurricane force winds. Damn. Numata is a terrestrial blend with a thick, hazy atmosphere of ammonia, methane, and a cocktail of other hydrocarbon gases. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of nickel with deposits of iron. With a density 1.4 times that of Earth, it is obvious that Numata is rich with heavy elements. Mining could be extremely profitable, though the lethal heat and high gravity would make initial development costly. Given the political instability of the nearby Terminus systems, investment is unlikely. Political instability we have here, huh? Virmire. Guess it's Virmire. Virmire is a lush frontier world, ideal for colonization by carbon-based species. Its vast seas and orbital position on the inner life zone have created a wide equatorial band of humid tropical terrain. Yeah, that looks very cool. Looks like Halo, actually. Doesn't it? Unfortunately, the political instability of the nearby high risk of raids by pirates and slavers makes an unappealing homestead. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, it looks very nice. We're gonna land there, of course. Pirates ruined it. We take our gold with us, but I like Garrus, but we might actually go for someone else for once. I'm low on combat strength if I do this though. Let's bring the big guy with us, because why not? I rarely use him.
I'm reading a signal. Must be our Solarian infiltration team.
Check out those defense towers.
Drop the Mako. We'll go in hot and take them out.
I'll get you in underneath their radar, Commander.
Damn, he almost... Damn, even with the water effects, pretty good.
Got a clean drop, Commander.
He almost crashed into the thingies though.
Stay out of range and continue evasive maneuvers until I bring those AA towers down.
I know the drill. Meet you at the camp once those towers are offline. Joke around.
Just in water here. Nice.
Ready.
That's good.
Why do we spawn outside the Mako though? Oh. Alright. Just imagine again, this game would be remade with new graphics. In this area with like ray tracing lights and effects and flora and fauna. Wouldn't that look absolutely amazing? Are these attacking me? I guess not. Whatever they are. Oh, it's just his drones, I see. That's pretty dark. Oh, there's a thunderstorm coming. Yeah, okay, never mind. Never mind. Oh. Shit. I didn't mean to kill that. Whoops. My bad. That dude got destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. Oh, the weather isn't looking too nice, is it? You get disintegrated. Something's cooking there. Damn. By the way, this is so well done in algorithms as well. The electromagnetic storms. That looks so good in that game, and if the lightning hits right next to you, the sound is so amazing. People hate that they used AI to make the sounds in this game, like not all of them, but some of them, and the voice lines. But I think it's actually very good. Like, I think that is actually a good use of AI. To make things you couldn't otherwise do that well. Oh shit. Yeah, I mean, you guys need to get out of this fight, you know? You know? Ugh. Who's jamming my radar, by the way? It's like pixels. Oh, big guy. Colossus. I jumped right into that. Mistakes are made. Get shit on. I'm on pipe. Wait, sorry. I'm being attacked. Miss me. Alright. One pipe dream is that someday in my lifetime this gets a full remake and it ends up being how Crysis was back in the day in terms of visuals. A sort of can it run Crysis but for Mass Effect. I like that. I like where you're going with this. That would be amazing indeed. I said before when we were on that asteroid, right, that was flowing towards Terra Nova. I don't know if you were here at that time, I don't think so. That would have also looked so amazing with new graphics on that asteroid. With the light being reflected by the planet and the star, that would be so amazing. On that mining planet. They could make this all look so, and I would enjoy this so much, just flying to different planets. Just admiring the scenery on other planets. Like, I'm a huge fan of No Man's Sky, for example, for that very reason. I just fly around in my massive ship because I have $200 in this game already. And my massive Corvette ship. Just fly around to different planets and look at them. Just land there and admire the scenery and the flora and the fauna. That's my kind of game. I mean, it's a sandbox game. You don't really have anything to do. So pretty much only ever played when there's a new expansion coming. And then played again for a few weeks or something, and then I put it back again. because there's nothing really to do. But it looks so good. Oh, it's two of the big guys. Okay, I see how it is. Okay, the controls are sometimes complete ass. I gotta say that off the macro. Goodbye. Ah, missed him. Someone is sniping me, aren't they? Yeah, Asteroid X57. Yeah, exactly. It would be phenomenal visual spectacle if remade, 100%. We'll also love the Lunar Moon Rogue mission remade with max fidelity. I was on the moon earlier, but there was nothing to do. That was kind of weird. I was expecting more there. I think it would literally park the Mako, put some lo-fi on it, just stare at the Earth. Yes! That would be awesome, man. Just get out the car. That's what I'm doing in No Man's Sky. I just fly on the planet, then I let it hover above the ground. It's really cool. And then you can open the ledge at the end, at the end of your ship, and just sit on the edge of the ship, look out, and just chill. Or you go down the planet, depending on how hostile the planet actually is. You just go down there and just chill and look at the scenery. It's awesome. It really has come a long way, No Man's Sky. It's a great game if you are into this kind of thing. Now that I'm talking about it, I want to play it again.
We must find a way to disable their artillery.
Yeah. Wait, who's shooting? Who's shooting? Who are we shooting? Huh? Am I tripping? Oh, there we go. Man's tanky. Almost. Right in the balls. Alright. Too low is bad. Okay.
I'm reading that the grid is down, Commander. On approach to the Solarian base now. Out.
Ready to go, Shepard.
Good. I think we did it, right? Yeah, I think this is a game that would actually deserve to be remade with new graphics completely. Because let's be honest, the Legendary Edition is mostly just a retexture, right? Unless I'm mistaken, but it wasn't really... Like, you can tell it's still the old game with new textures, mostly. But a complete remake? Be pretty cool. Oh, there he is, Normandy. What a great ship. Never actually tried No Man's Sky, I might just have to. Yes! I mean, admittedly, in the beginning when you have absolutely nothing, it takes a while to actually get there. You have to put in some hours. I mean, you start pretty much with a ship that is crashed next to you, and then you have to rebuild it. That's sort of the story. So before you can fly it. But then you can fly it to any planet you want. And what I find really cool about this game, that's really the coolest thing about No Man's Sky. One sec. So many gaff here. When you're in space, you can just fly to the planet. You see it there. You can warp to the planet, fly in it, and there is no loading time. You can seamless go onto the planet, and then you are on the surface with no loading times whatsoever. You can land there, get on the surface, walk around, get in your ship, fly into space, and then like into the heaven, and then you are in space again without any loading screens. It was so well made, it's actually crazy. That is one of the coolest features it has, I think. You can just... Any planet you see in space, when you walk between the solar systems, you can just land there. It's just so well done. It's actually crazy. And at any point, when you have the Corvette class, which is one of the later ones, which you can design yourself in the game with modules, you can build your own ship as you want. People have made Star Wars Star Destroyers with this. It's crazy. You have your own base in your ship. You can fly around everywhere with that ship. And you can just stop in space and get out of the ship and fly around your ship in your spacesuit or on the planets. It's insane how far this game has come. It's insane. Hoping that Exodus will actually come out and not disappoint. It's made by some OG Mass Effect devs. What is Exodus? I only heard there's a Mass Effect 4 being planned, or there was a trailer like 4 years ago, but it never actually happened. Sort of anti-Starfield. I never played Starfield, but I've only heard bad things about it. Why are you aiming at me, woman? Put on your gun. Put on your gun. Okay, never mind. I ran right into that one. Okay, I shot right in her back of her head. He was bad.
That was the final gate. Our path to the Solarian camp should be
Alright,
clear from here.
good. This really does look a lot like Halo. I like it. Except for the thunderstorm. I mean, they're remaking Halo 1, right? I mean, it's the sort of thing, right? We already have a Halo 1 remaster, right? Which is Master Chief Collection thing, whatever it's called. And now they're remaking the first Halo again. Now, in that case, I think it was unnecessary, because the remade Halo 1 actually looked pretty good. Like the remastered one, I should say. The remake doesn't really add much, I don't think. But this game, I think they could totally remake that with new graphics and would look cool. Doubt the next Mass Effect will come out. After the stream, search for the Exodus reveal trailer on YouTube. Awesome concept. Visuals look amazing. Hoping it's gonna fill the void left by current BioWare. Doubt it will come out from the current studio, I mean. Yeah, and if it would be coming out from the current studio, they will probably fumble it badly, right? So the Exodus thing is like a mod? Or is it an actual studio by the ex-developers that are making this? But then I assume they can't use the actual IP of it, right? Mass Effect, because that's with EA. Isn't it?
Commander, Normandy's touched down at the base, but it looks like we're grounded. The Solarian captain can explain when we get here.
What does that mean? Am I going the right? Yeah. What's it mean?
There is the Solarian camp.
That was an actual beach.
So what are we supposed to do now?
Stay put until we can come up with a plan.
I know why it's lagging. Wait, why are you all here? I didn't put you in my squad. Oh no, it's a sci-fi opera, new game. Oh, I see, okay. Definitely gonna check it out, because that does sound cool. I can speak.
Are you in charge here? What's the situation?
I'm Captain Kiragi, 3rd Infiltration Regiment STG. You and your crew have just landed in the middle of a hot zone. Every AA gun within 10 miles has been alerted to your presence.
What are we supposed to do in the meantime?
We stay put until the Council sends the reinforcements we requested.
We are the reinforcements.
What? You're all they sent? I told the Council to send a fleet.
We couldn't understand your transmission. They sent me to investigate.
That is a repetition of our task. I lost half my men investigating this place.
So what have you found?
Saren's base of operations. He set up a research facility here, but it's crawling with Geth and very well fortified.
What's Saren researching?
He's using the facility to breed an army of Krogan.
What?
How is that possible?
Apparently, Saren has discovered a cure for the genophage.
What? Okay.
The Geth are bad enough, but a Krogan army? He'd be almost unstoppable.
Exactly my thoughts. We must ensure that this facility and its secrets are destroyed.
Destroyed? I don't think so. Our people are dying. This cure can save them.
If that cure leaves this planet, the Krogan will become unstoppable. We can't make the same mistake again.
We are not a mistake.
Is he going to be a problem? We already have enough angry Krogan to deal with.
The studio behind it, Archetype Entertainment, is run by a former... Oh, so it's an actual studio. Okay, just like an indie studio, I guess.
He'll be fine. I'll talk to him.
I'd appreciate that, Commander. My men and I need to rethink our plan of attack. Can you give us some time?
Go ahead, Captain. I'll come back soon.
We won't be long, Commander. In the meantime, if you need any supplies, you can talk to Commander Rentola. He's in one of the tents nearby.
Looks like things are a bit of a mess.
Yeah. I wouldn't be so worried if it wasn't for Rex. He looks like he's gonna blow a gasket.
You think I should go talk to him?
It wouldn't hurt. Well, it might actually. Just do it carefully.
I'll be careful, but be ready, just in case.
I'm always ready.
Thank God we're back to more than 30 FPS here, because that was some bullshit. Alright, so this is a nice place, isn't it? I could see myself working here. It's a weird landing spot it shows there, but okay. But okay. Thanks for watching. Damn, remember how I was just saying earlier that Arcrace did this very well with that lightning sound in the background? Apparently Mass Effect can do it as well. Apparently they can. Looks like it anyway. Yeah. So yeah, interesting though, because relax. Because so I was thinking, I had this talk when we first got introduced to the Krogan, if we should actually have a cure for them, because it doesn't seem right that they are slowly dying, and then again, they're not doing anything about it, admittedly. But now there is an actual cure, but it's going to be used to make them even more into a weapon again. Bro. So yeah, actually, let me go here. Because I'm going to end the stream now, gentlemen. I got a dip. I'll be back tomorrow. About this time, maybe an hour earlier from now. It's not true, about this time. 4 PM it is my time. And then we stream about 3, 4, 5 hours, something like that. And yeah, I wonder, I kind of want to save the Krogan from their demise, to be honest. Maybe we can use that cure for good. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see if we can. It's very interesting though that Saren, what is he trying to do? He's building an entire army of Geth and Krogan. To do what? Is he gonna try to overthrow everyone and everything? That's some weird shit. Anyway, we'll figure out tomorrow. Catch you soon. Yes, Miri, thanks for being here. Thanks, just a guy from Europe, for being here. And everyone else who was here as well. Kevin Chan, Tanakis, Dark Sith, and of course, discuss things. He's not here anymore. For the raid, that was amazing. Everyone who was here, if you want to see more of me, if you liked it, then make sure to like and subscribe. You can also watch on Twitch if you prefer that. I might even be starting to stream on Kick. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, YouTube is sort of the main thingy. And this was 1080p. The VODs will be in 4K 60. And if you want to have this in maximum quality. But I'm a bit behind on VODs, I must admit that. Because they're still coming. We just finished Nier Automata on the VODs. Then there is Control coming. And then Batman Arkham City. And then Mass Effect. So it's going to take a bit. You're going to love tomorrow. Virmire has the best mission ME1 in my opinion. See you later. Oh, damn. And then tune back in tomorrow. I'm going to enjoy this then, I hope. So that sounds good though. Anyway, thanks everyone for being here. As I said. And I will see you guys around. And we'll see how Mass Effect proceeds. So far, I'm enjoying this game a lot. What a great game. What a great game. They just don't make games like this anymore these days, do they? With deep philosophical topics, deep political topics, deep racial topics, even relationship topics. Very deep, highly sophisticated topics about space, universe, faster than light travel, all the geek shit. And I love it. I absolutely love it. All the geek stuff is in there. That's so amazing. That's entirely my thing. So anyway, thanks everyone for being here, and I will see you guys around. Have a good day. Bye-bye.